We have all been there, haven't we? You sit down at your desk, ready for a session of deep work or study. You have a long list of important tasks, but your mind just will not cooperate. Thoughts wander, you feel a bit sluggish, and the words on the page start to blur together. This feeling of mental fog can be incredibly frustrating, especially when you have a deadline. Many people reach for another cup of coffee or a sugary snack, hoping for a quick jolt of energy. But often these solutions lead to a crash later on, leaving you feeling even worse than before. It's a common cycle that prevents us from doing our best work. For years we have been told that salt is the enemy. We are warned to cut it out of our diets to protect our hearts and blood pressure. While it is true that too much processed salt in our modern diets can be harmful, this simple message misses a crucial point. Salt, specifically the sodium it contains, is an essential nutrient. It plays a vital role in how our bodies function, from muscle contractions to nerve signals. What if the solution to that persistent brain fog wasn't about adding more stimulants, but rather about restoring a fundamental balance that your body desperately needs? It's a fascinating idea that challenges our common beliefs about what is healthy. I stumbled upon this concept while exploring ways to improve cognitive performance and overall well-being. The idea is remarkably simple. A small, strategic dose of quality salt before a mentally demanding task could sharpen focus and increase mental stamina. It's not about eating salty crisps or processed meals all day. Instead, it's about a deliberate practice called salt loading. This involves consuming a specific amount of unrefined salt with water to support your nervous system when it needs it most. This simple trick might just be the missing piece in your productivity puzzle, helping your brain to fire on all cylinders. The connection between salt and brain function is deeply rooted in our biology. Think of your brain as a complex electrical grid. Every thought, every memory, and every command sent to your body is an electrical signal. These signals need a medium to travel through, and that is where sodium comes in. It is a key electrolyte that helps conduct electricity throughout your nervous system. When sodium levels are low, these signals can become weaker or slower, leading to that familiar feeling of mental fatigue and difficulty concentrating. By ensuring your body has enough of this vital mineral, you are essentially providing your brain with the raw materials it needs to operate at its peak. To understand why salt helps us think, we need to look at the role of sodium in our bodies. Sodium is an electrolyte, which means it carries an electrical charge when dissolved in water. Our brain and nervous system are like a vast network of electrical wires. Every time you have a thought or move a muscle, tiny electrical impulses are sent between nerve cells, called neurons. Sodium, along with potassium, creates the electrical gradient that allows these signals to fire correctly. Without enough sodium, the communication between your brain cells can become sluggish and inefficient, making it harder to focus and process information quickly. When you engage in deep work, your brain is incredibly active. This heightened activity demands a lot of energy and resources, including a stable supply of electrolytes to keep the neural pathways firing. Furthermore, the stress of intense concentration can increase the production of hormones like cortisol. This process can cause your body to excrete more sodium through urine, potentially leading to a temporary deficit. This is why you might feel mentally drained after a long period of focus. A small amount of salt can help replenish what is lost, supporting sustained mental effort, and preventing that mid-afternoon slump that so many of us experience. Another important factor is blood volume. Sodium plays a crucial role in regulating the amount of water in your blood. When your sodium levels are adequate, your body can maintain healthy blood volume, which ensures a steady flow of oxygen and nutrients to your brain. If you are slightly dehydrated or low on sodium, your blood volume can decrease. This means your heart has to work harder to pump blood, and your brain might not get the optimal amount of oxygen it needs to function at its best. This can lead to feelings of lightheadedness, fatigue, and an inability to concentrate on complex tasks. So providing your brain with a bit of salt before a demanding session is like giving a high-performance car the right kind of fuel. It is not about flooding the engine, but about ensuring it has exactly what it needs to run smoothly and powerfully. By supporting nerve communication, counteracting the effects of stress hormones, and maintaining healthy blood flow, salt helps create the ideal internal environment for clear thinking and sustained focus. It's a simple, yet powerful biological hack that supports the very foundation of our cognitive processes, allowing us to unlock our full mental potential when it matters most. If you want to try salt loading, it is important to do it correctly and safely. The first step is to choose the right kind of salt. You should avoid standard white table salt, as it is heavily processed and stripped of its natural minerals. Instead, opt for unrefined salts like pink Himalayan salt, Celtic sea salt, or Redmond real salt. These natural salts contain dozens of trace minerals, such as potassium and magnesium, which work alongside sodium to support your body's functions. These minerals provide a more balanced electrolyte profile, which is much better for your overall health than pure sodium chloride alone. The next crucial step is getting the dose right. More is not better when it comes to salt. For a pre-focus boost, a small amount is all you need. A good starting point is 1/4 teaspoon of unrefined salt. You can simply place the salt directly on your tongue and wash it down with a glass of water, or you can dissolve it completely in a large glass of water and drink it. It is essential to drink plenty of water with the salt to help your body absorb it properly and to stay hydrated, which is also critical for brain function. Never take large amounts of salt at once. Timing is also key to getting the best results from salt loading. The ideal time to take your salt is about 15 to 30 minutes before you begin your deep work or study session. This gives your body enough time to absorb the sodium and minerals, so they are readily available when your brain starts working hard. Taking it right as you start working is also fine, but giving it a little head start is optimal. This simple routine helps prepare your nervous system for the demanding task ahead, setting you up for a more productive and focused period of work without the jitters you might get from caffeine. Remember, this is a tool for specific situations, not something to be done all day long. A single dose before a mentally taxing activity is usually sufficient. There is no need to repeat the dose every hour. Listening to your body is important. Start with a small amount and see how you feel. For most people, 1/4 teaspoon is a safe and effective dose. This simple practice can be easily integrated into your pre-work ritual, just like brewing a cup of tea or tidying your workspace, creating a powerful signal to your brain that it's time to focus. Salt loading is most effective when used strategically for specific situations. It is particularly helpful before activities that require intense mental focus, such as writing a report, studying for an exam, coding, or engaging in complex problem solving. It can also be beneficial before a strenuous workout as you lose electrolytes through sweat. However, it is not a cure-all. It is important to know when to avoid it. You should not practice salt loading right before bed, as the stimulating effect on the nervous system and the need to drink water might interfere with your ability to fall asleep and stay asleep. There are also important mistakes to avoid. The most common error is using too much salt. Exceeding the recommended 1/4 teaspoon dose can lead to negative effects and place unnecessary strain on your body. Another mistake is using processed table salt instead of unrefined mineral salt. As we have discussed, you would miss out on the beneficial trace minerals and consume anti-caking agents. Finally, do not rely on salt as a substitute for a healthy diet. It is a supplement to support focus, not a replacement for eating nutritious whole foods that provide a wide range of vitamins and minerals. You can create simple yet powerful routines or stacks by combining salt loading with other healthy habits. For example, a morning deep work stack could look like this. Wake up, drink a large glass of water with 1/4 teaspoon of pink salt, do 5 minutes of light stretching, and then sit down to work in a quiet, sunlit room. Another stack for an afternoon study session might involve a short walk outside to get some fresh air, followed by your salt water, and then diving into your books. Combining salt with hydration and movement can create a powerful synergy for cognitive enhancement. In conclusion, salt loading can be a surprisingly effective tool for enhancing focus, but it must be used wisely. It is not for everyone. Individuals with high blood pressure, kidney disease, or any other medical condition where salt intake is a concern should consult their doctor before trying it. For healthy individuals, a small amount of unrefined salt before a mentally demanding task can provide a noticeable boost in clarity and stamina. Remember, this is just one piece of the puzzle. True cognitive potential is unlocked through a holistic approach that includes a balanced diet, regular exercise, sufficient sleep, and mindful hydration.